The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
New countdown and a new open because Aaron Rodgers lit it up during OTAs yesterday. He also spoke with the media and revealed something about the Jets offense for 2024 that not enough people are discussing. We'll talk about that and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. So let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
Let's go. Helmets on.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go, Jets fans. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday so far. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? It is free, and it really helps the show continue to grow. A lot to talk about with the Jets. We will have a show later today with the Buffalo Jet fan at 5 p.m. Eastern to get his thoughts on the state of affairs with this team. But yesterday, Aaron Rodgers spoke with members of the Jets media, and he said a lot about a bunch of different topics. We'll play you some of the best cuts in a moment, but I want to start with something that he kind of revealed while being asked a question about Nathaniel Hackett. So Hackett, of course, has been under fire, rightfully so. You had the story that came out earlier this offseason that the Jets essentially were trying to hire someone that would supersede Nathaniel Hackett. Hackett would still be on the staff, still have the OC title, but there'd be someone there that basically would be the OC. Obviously, the Jets were unable to find anyone to take that job. Plus, anyone who would take that job would have to get along with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron would have to be on board with it. So it never really made sense. So they didn't hire anyone. Ultimately, though, Hackett, still under fire, asked yesterday to Aaron Rodgers about all the criticism Nathaniel's received. Listen to what Rodgers said and what he revealed about the Jet offense.
Yeah, I mean, there's been an interesting year, a couple years for Nathaniel. He's a tough guy, but we're all human, and I'm guessing that it wouldn't be the easiest situation to take that kind of critique over and over. But I think it's in the times of adversity, kind of the character is revealed, and I applaud him the way that he handled some tough times last year. Obviously, I'm aware of the stories that are out there, thanks to Eric. But obviously, there's a lot of faith in him with me, obviously with Robert. And, I think Robert, to his credit, has taken a deeper role in the offense. One of his best qualities is the ability to defer, and allowing Brick to run the defense and Hack to run the offense frees him up to kind of float around. And as a defensive coach, he's been in that room a lot, but he's been kind of sitting over to the left of me a good amount of the offseason so far. So we appreciate his influence. He's brought some really good ideas to the table. He's been joking now. He doesn't kind of know everything about the offense yet, definitely not the signals. But he's added a lot of interesting stuff that you'll see throughout the OTAs and training camp, which I think will be pretty cool for us.
So that's not nothing right there, right? He's asked a question about Hackett, and Rodgers defends his guy. But then Rodgers, unsolicited, while saying that Robert still has a lot of faith in Nathaniel, He brings up the fact that Robert Salah has a, quote, deeper role, has taken a deeper role in the Jets offense. That's not nothing. Now, the question when it comes to this is simply, what does that really mean? Right? It's still Aaron Rodgers' offense. What influence could Robert Salah have on said offense? Like, is he coming up with play calls? Is he coming up with different concepts he wants the Jets to run? What exactly does all that mean? I do think we have already seen the one thing Robert Salah is more involved in. If you notice, this offseason, the New York Jets have signed a bunch of guys that fit more of a zone running scheme. I think the Jets want to be like a power run team this year. That's why they took Braylon Allen. That's why they drafted a second running back in Isaiah Davis after the Allen selection. That's why they signed John Simpson and traded for Morgan Moses. Same scheme the Ravens run, the Jets will run. And Simpson graded out as one of the best guards in football last year against the run. The Jets want to be more of a physical run-first offense, and that, of course, is led by Breece Hall. But I think that's a Salah influence, too. That's the one thing I think we could point to that Salah has been more involved with. And look, I think it goes without saying the head coach should be involved in the offense. Now, Robert Salah is not Kyle Shanahan. He's an expert on defense, but the defense is great already. And Jeff Ulbrich will be a head coaching candidate by the end of this year if the Jets are actually good. Like, they're covered on defense. Salah's coaching for his job. He should exhaust every resource he has to essentially try and help this team fix the offensive woes. A lot of it's fixed by number 8 being back. But that doesn't guarantee everything's fixed. The coaching has to be better. They changed a lot of the offensive positional coaches. Rodgers shouted out yesterday in one of his answers, the new wide receivers coach, Sean Jefferson, referred to him as SJ, and a cut I'll play in a moment. You could see that the involvement of the head coach was changing a lot of the positional coaches. Now, they didn't change Keith Carter, the O-line coach. That's Salah's guy. He's standing by him. But they changed the running backs coach. They changed the receivers coach. They added an offensive line coach to assist Keith Carter. There's the Robert Salah influence you're seeing, at least right now. And the change in scheme and how they want to run the football is something that I think Salah is heavily involved with. Because there was a pattern in the players they brought in free agency in the draft or the trade market. There was a pattern in that. So they're trying to basically marry the Rodgers offense with some of the principles that Salah was a part of from the Kubiak/Shanahan offense, is like the read I have on it. Which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. And look, you could criticize Robert Salah for being maybe too hands-off with the offense in the past. Better he learns from those mistakes now than before it's too late. So I have no problem with this. But ultimately, it comes down to Aaron Rodgers. Is Aaron healthy? If the answer is yes, to me, this talent can overcome some of the questions we have about the offensive coaching staff. Aaron Rodgers won 2 MVPs with Nathaniel Hackett as his offensive coordinator. Now, Hackett wasn't the play caller. That was LaFleur. But Hackett was the red zone play designer, and they had the best red zone offense in the league. And if Rodgers is comfortable with him, we've seen this work. Peyton Manning had Adam Gase. We know what Adam Gase was as a play caller when he didn't have Peyton Manning. We know what he was as a head coach. We know what Hackett was as a head coach. But ultimately, the talent is there if Aaron's healthy for this team to be very good. And based on everything we heard yesterday, Aaron Rodgers put on a show was the word that was used by one reporter. If you watched our show yesterday with Robbie Sabo from Jets X Factor, he was there. He said Rodgers looked like Rodgers. And then if you saw the open that Gator put together for this show, the Jets released the video of one of the throws Aaron made yesterday to Xavier Gibson. That was the throw of the day, according to people who were there. The 40 yards downfield throw from Rodgers. That was a no-look pass by Aaron. So we can sit here and say, it's May, who cares? But Rodgers looking like Rodgers is a big deal. People could downplay it, but this guy hasn't played. And Jeff Obrick had a great answer when they asked him about Rodgers after the practice. And Obrick said this guy found the fountain of youth. He looked like the guy that was carving us up on the scout team back in December. So, yes, Aaron's back out there full go. But he was back out there in December, not at 100%, but he was still playing. And look, if the arm works, Aaron could still be effective. He doesn't need to run all around to be an effective quarterback. He knows the offense. His brain functions. His arm works. That's why Brady was successful, not because Brady was this elite athlete. He was a 6th-round pick. Aaron physically is way more gifted than Tom is. And he's significantly younger than Brady was when Brady went to Tampa. But the question is what he's like coming off injury. And if yesterday's an indication, if Aaron stays healthy, this team should go from 7 wins to a minimum of 10 wins. That's the floor. Gunny, last night on his program, asked me for the Jets' floor and ceiling. The floor is 10 wins and making the playoffs. The ceiling is the Super Bowl. That should be the expectation for the guys in that building. Because if you just, once again, remove the word Jets from the helmets, which look awesome, by the way, this is a very, very talented football team. There's a reason why, if you caught the show yesterday, Mike Clay from ESPN is picking the Jets to win the Super Bowl. The key is Aaron being healthy. Yes, other guys on this team need to be healthy, but it all starts with 8. And that's really the bottom line. Injuries affect every team. There's not a team with more injury question marks going in than the New York Jets. Let's listen to more from Aaron Rodgers, and then I promise we'll get to your super chats and we'll take some of your calls as well. This was Aaron Rodgers yesterday on the expectations for him and the Jets.
If I don't do what I know I'm capable of doing, we're all probably going to be out of here. So I like that kind of pressure, though. I know there's, it's a tough market to play in. It's not for everybody. I relish that opportunity, and that's the way the NFL is. I'm not saying anything monumental as you guys are typing away and putting your tweets out. This is how it is every single year. You might not say it, but as you get older in the league, if you don't perform, they're going to get rid of you or bring in the next guy to take over. I mean, it happened in Green Bay. So, and I'm, a few years older than I was back then. So I expect to play at a high level. I expect this to be productive and competitive and all that stuff to take care of itself.
When he says it's not for everyone in regards to the New York market, kind of feels like he's talking about Zach Wilson, no? Zach needed a fresh start. That's how I interpreted that, but he's right as far as the expectations. They don't win, there'll be changes. There should be changes. Coach is in year 4. GM is in year 6. The Jets should have a stacked roster. Joe Douglas has had 5 drafts and 5 free agent periods. He's had 2 chances to fix quarterback. He got it wrong with Zach Wilson. We'll find out with Aaron Rodgers. You don't get a 3rd chance. That's the bottom line. You don't. Here's more from Aaron talking about Garrett Wilson in the wide receiver room.
Well, I mean, it's 2 days in, 2 days in the OTAs, so I like to just temper expectations with everything. But he's got all the makings of a star receiver, and we feel like if we can both stay healthy, that we can accomplish a lot this year. But it's going to be important we communicate. I think having SJ in the room is going to be great for him. And I like, I like the additions. I like seeing guys like Zay and JB coming back, in year 2 and looking good.
I do think the Jets really do like Jason Brownlee and Xavier Gibson for that matter. So I don't expect them to add another pass catcher as we thought maybe they would. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to keep the room as is. And obviously, with that extra third-round pick they acquired in the draft, did they need another weapon closer to the trade deadline? That's when I could see the Jets adding a weapon. But as far as Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers go, if Garrett Wilson is healthy and Aaron Rodgers is healthy, the both of them have a chance to break every Jet record in the history of this franchise, which I understand is not saying much compared to other franchises. But Garrett Wilson has gone over 1,000 yards the last 2 years with the worst quarterback play in the league by far. We saw what Aaron Rodgers and him did in that brief preseason appearance the two of them had together. If Aaron's healthy and Garrett's healthy, you're talking about 1,500 yards and maybe 10 touchdowns. And that's not even me just saying that. Mike Clay, who covers the NFL for a living, especially the fantasy world, he told me yesterday Garrett Wilson's a sleeper to lead the NFL in touchdown receptions. He's only had 7 touchdowns through the first 2 years. That changes this year. They got to stay healthy. And to be cruel if Aaron's healthy, and God forbid something happened to Garrett this year. It would be cruel after Aaron on opening night at halftime told him, "I'm sorry, kid," when he went down. So just hope to God we could get a year without injuries destroying this football team. More from Aaron Rodgers. Love this soundbite here when Rodgers asked about his new left tackle, Tyron Smith.
Well, it's great having him next to me in the locker room. I've been a fan of his for a long time. He's a Hall of Fame player. And, damn, he's a specimen. I mean, he's a big, strong man. And not a fat man either. Like Debunking, who I've had in the past, put some weight around the midsection. Tyron's, he's pretty chiseled. So obviously him and I both want to stay healthy this year and be able to play all 17 and then enter the playoffs.
Get Tyron Smith to the playoffs healthy. And oh man, are the Jets having a hell of a year. If they're in the playoffs and Tyron Smith's the left tackle, they've had a hell of a year. That's how you got to look at it. And look, it's May, it's OTAs, but there was a tweet yesterday from Zach Rosenblatt who said Tyron Smith was stonewalling people. So any doubt that Tyron Smith is not an elite player anymore? I mean, come on. He was second team All-Pro last year. The issue with Tyron is not ability, right? Dwayne Brown lost his ability and then broke down. Tyron Smith is still elite. And he's also 7 years younger than Dwayne Brown. Question is, how many games is he going to play? You'd sign for 12 or 13 right now. Right? Is there any Jet fan who would not sign for that? 12 or 13 games and he's healthy for the playoffs? Come on. Now, before we get back to some more sound from Aaron Rodgers, there's something that needs to be done. Something that needs to be addressed. Folks, there's a guy in here named Priest on a Plane who is complaining that on a New York Jets YouTube channel, we are talking about information that occurred yesterday from the first OTA that was open to the media. Priest on a Plane says, "Hey, Aaron Rodgers farted in the locker room. We're going to break down how it smelt." Priest on a Plane then wrote, "Breaking news. Aaron Rodgers burped and it lasted for 2.6 seconds. Has he been drinking soda?" And then he follows that up by saying, "Y'all are clowns if you think practice in May means anything going into the season." Well, Priest on a Plane, it is my honor and privilege to send your pathetic loser ass into the hole. We'll see you later.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
I mean, how stupid do you got to be to comment on a Jets YouTube channel? Why are you talking about the Jets in May? And it's funny. He subscribes to the channel because I make sure that the comment section for the live chat is subscribers only. But you're gone, Priest on a Plane. Enjoy the hole for 24 hours. Anyway, let's get back to talking about Aaron Rodgers in May. Just so it'll piss off this Priest character a little more. Here's Aaron Rodgers addressing the biggest non-story of the entire Jets offseason. Rodgers leaving the Jets to be the vice president.
How seriously did things get with RFK about being his running mate? Obviously, we haven't gotten a chance to talk to him since that came out in March.
Yeah, I love Bobby. We had a couple really nice conversations, but there were really two options. It was retire and be his VP or keep playing. And I want to keep playing.
I mean, duh. The fact that I had to take calls from people, had to listen to shows from people I respect in New York. Is Rodgers going to lead the Jets? Is he going to campaign on his off day? It was the dumbest thing ever. If you don't clearly see, it was all a publicity stunt by RFK's campaign to use Rodgers' name to get more attention. I don't know what to tell you. Aaron Rodgers had said multiple times that same offseason, this offseason, he plans to play multiple more years for the Jets. He said it at the end of the regular season. He said it again on multiple podcast appearances that he did. Yet people still ran with that story as if it was actually going to happen. Bunch of nonsense. Do I think RFK maybe inquired? Sure. And I think Aaron said, I appreciate it. I'll support you. But I'm not leaving the Jets after I made them a commitment that I'm their quarterback. He told people last year that he felt guilty about getting hurt. He felt like he let everyone down, which it's not his fault. It's unfortunate. But if he felt that way, you think he's then going to abandon the team that gave up 2 second-round picks and paid them and built their entire offseason and game plan around him? He's going to leave? It was so silly. We did a good job, at least on this channel, never really talking about it because it wasn't worth it. It was media clickbait, and if you fell for it, I don't know what to tell you. If you seriously thought there was any scenario where he was not going to be the Jet quarterback this year because he was going to go campaign with a third-party candidate, I don't know what to tell you. You know, the Mike Florios of the world, their head is still spinning from that story. I mean, please. One more from Rodgers, and then we'll open it up to some comments and questions. Super chats will go first. Gusbuster hotline is open. Make sure you like this video and turn on gift receipts. Yesterday, Mike D's Nuts gifted about 50 memberships in one show. It was crazy. So if you want to become an Asmaniac, make sure you like the video and engage in the chat. And also, for those who aren't watching the show live, do me a huge favor. Timestamp your favorite moments in the comment section. I want to get in rhythm with people, or people who don't catch the show live but want to watch their favorite caller or favorite moment. If there's a great thing that happens in the show, timestamp it down in the comment section if you're not watching live. That way people could find it after the fact. Because yesterday's show with Scott, I mean, good God, there needed to be clear timestamps because that happened very late in the show. All right, one more from Rodgers. He explains how he's feeling after an offseason where he completed his rehab.
Yeah, I feel really good. It's just about the mental part. Just, I think these practices have been nice the last couple of days. To just feel what it's like to be out there, to be moving around and not be thinking about it, and see how I respond the next day. So it's just this last part. You know, the strength is good, the movement's good, just the confidence to do everything.
The biggest thing for any athlete coming off injury is just having confidence in your body again. Like, Rodgers' arm works. He knows the offense. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks of all time, despite what Colin Cowherd might say. The key is just kind of getting those reps, because then it builds confidence in your body. Any athlete who's come back from injury will tell you that. That's what these OTAs are for, and that's why it's great that Rodgers is at them. Remember, there was the storyline, oh, you can't trade for Aaron Rodgers because he's not going to show up and be a good teammate, be at OTAs. Then he didn't miss a single one last year. He's been at everything this year. Remember that? And then, oh, yeah, he took the largest pay cut in professional sports history, but he's a bad guy, bad teammate. He's a cancer, according to some.
This guy is a cancer that's metastasized throughout the entire building in Florham Park. And I don't know why Jets fans can't see it.
Yeah, a big cancer that Aaron Rodgers is. Also, very, very dumb Not smart quarterback, that Aaron Rodgers.
Forget about his vaccine and political opinions. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high.
Yep. Makes a ton of sense. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Today's Jake Asman show is presented by my friends at Fanatics. Jet fans, right down below, you see officially licensed Fanatics gear. You could purchase it, and this show will get credit. You'll get the best rate if you go through the show. So buy yourself a jersey, a hat, anything Jet-related. Fanatics has the official licensed gear for the New York Jets, and you can see it right down below. And the hat I'm wearing right now, it's not a Fanatics hat. It's a really cool company called Culture Kings. I linked that currently down below as well, and it's also tagged and will pop up. So if you want the same exact hat that I'm wearing, you could purchase it. It's a 47 brand hat that culturekings.com has. So check it out if you are, in fact, interested. All right. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Gusbuster Hotline is the place to be. First up is a legend.
The only thing better than Alden shoes is Joey D, cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Mr. Bonesy.
That's my jam. Jake, my brother.
How we doing, Bones?
We're in May, and we're getting some interviews, and it feels good, man. It feels good to hear from everybody. I love the interviews you played. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet because it literally just dropped. But Aaron Rodgers did a sit-down with Eric Allen. Bro, you are going to run through a wall. Wait till you hear some of the just to touch up on my two favorite, because I listened to it already. My favorite thing he said in the whole interview was, he wouldn't be playing this year or any year right now if he didn't think he could win MVP and win the Super Bowl. He's not about, coming in just to, be mediocre and make it to the playoffs. No, if he didn't truly believe that he can win MVP this year and the Super Bowl, that he wouldn't be playing. Mm-hmm. And when you hear stuff like that, it just makes you want to run through a wall. I've been preaching Aaron Rodgers for how long? Even through all of last year when everybody was upset. And it's stuff like this that he says. And he also, another tidbit was, he said that Malachi Corley was his hands down favorite receiver in the draft, which obviously he probably has to say, but I just believe him when he talks. Like, he didn't have to drop all, like when he says something, it matters, and it relegates to the locker room. So like, even when he brought up the Salah stuff that you just said, all that stuff matters, man. And wait till you see this interview with Eric Allen. It was dope. I just finished it like right before your show.
Look, anytime he does an interview, I find it really insightful. Like, whether you're talking about football or other things, like the people that hate Aaron Rodgers, they probably just see his stuff out of context and take sound bites. Like, it's just amazing to me. Like, and like people are like, oh, how do Jet fans like Aaron Rodgers? It's like, we actually pay attention and follow the team and don't just allow what the media says about the guy to influence our opinions. Like, we actually, I don't know, have watched this guy speak and not in a soundbite and hear how thoughtful he is and how badly he wants to win and all the sacrifices he's made to be a Jet and help this team. Like, I'm excited, man. I just pray to the injury gods he can make it through a full year so we can see what this looks like.
Yep. He talks about that with Eric Allen, how he's like 90% mentally, there. And like, he still does things that like, not that he has to make, prove to himself that he still got it, but he'll make throws like the one that we saw that proves to everyone there that he still got it. And he even brought up like when he was younger in his career, like he was killing people like 300 yards rushing a season, and he could kill people with his legs. But he's like, now I'm going to kill you with my mind. He's like, that's where I'm at in my arm hasn't made any, my arm is the same, but I'm even better because I can kill you with my mind. And wait till everybody sees this interview. I'm sure it just dropped before your show, so it was probably hard to catch it, like right. But it was phenomenal, man. I'm just so excited that we're at OTAs, and I mean, we're coming, baby. I'm so fucking pumped, bro. I'm so pumped.
And Bonesy's going to the home opener, baby.
Yes, I am. This is gonna be Johnny is the one that started the train. If Johnny's coming from Virginia Beach, I gotta make it happen. I haven't told wifey yet because I don't know if she's gonna want to come or not with me. So if she comes with me, I want to come chill with the boys, but let's see what happens.
All right, Bones. I can't wait. We'll see you there. We'll be in L5 before that one. Ryan with a super chat. He cuts the line and starts us off. We need to have Bobby's soundbite throw his ass in the hole as a regular clip. I was crying over it the other day. LOL. God bless everyone. Jets. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, look, Alan was sent to the hole, and I haven't seen him comment yet. Is Alan boycotting the show after taking the L to Bobby Midnight? Some are asking. Just find it interesting. A man who never misses the show hasn't been involved in the show since his 24-hour sentence in the hole ended. Interesting. Zach Miller's become a channel member. He renewed his membership. Had to renew the membership. Going strong. Let's go. JETS. Jets, Jets, Jets. Hell yeah. Let's go, Zach. Love that. Pittsburgh Mike chimes in. Aaron Rodgers' press conferences could be pay-per-view viewing. He's so locked in, ready to make a statement. Really love how he leans in to acknowledge the young players. But he's a bad teammate. He's a cancer. He's a con man, according to Dan Graziano. Cali Jet says, love the hat. It's linked right down below. Get the 47 brand throwback Jets hat. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll continue to cut the line. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in right now. Make sure you hit the like button. Turn on your gift receipts. You never know when someone can make it rain with a channel membership. Here we go.
Well, I love the Yankees and the Jets, and to read the super chats are more than just a hat. Bobby.
He's afraid of me now. That's why he's not showing up. He's afraid of me. I think he is afraid. I just feel bad for his wife. Dealing with that thing every day. Oh my God. Please get that off screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a paper bag over that face, man. Oh my God. Yeah. You had a good time in Nick Shines? I stayed up to like 1:30. Me, Bonesy, and Johnny. We were up to like 1:30 in the morning and stuff.
Look at you guys. Wild.
Yeah, we had a good time. You know us, after a certain time, we go wild. Yeah. I want to go down to the Thursday night game too. I'm thinking that where I could stay at the hotel and then take a couple of days off.
There you go.
And then I'll be there.
People like your hat, Bobby.
Well, thanks to Jake. Jake brought it for me.
It looks good on you.
He's a nice guy. Yes, I had to take the paper thing off in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about one thing. All right. Yesterday went on Midnight Mike yesterday. And then he was talking about the the list that Matt O'Leary made.
Yeah.
And then he was saying something about what you said. I don't know what exactly you said. I never heard what you said. He was upset what you said. That's all I heard.
How would I know what he said? I didn't hear it.
I don't know. I didn't hear what you said either. I did not hear anything you said. I just know you're a punter. That's what you said.
That's what Matt listed me as.
Yeah, but I think you should be a quarterback or something. Punter. I think he should become a punter.
Matt?
I think Matt O'Leary should be the T for the football.
He should be the T?
Yeah, the T, yeah.
Because like the kicker T?
Well, yeah, kicker T, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you let us on, Mike lets us on, Nick lets us on, Matt O'Leary, I don't know, what's no great.
Matt's a great guy.
I like the kid, but he doesn't let us on too much. And that Richie kid.
So, Bobby, you only like content creators who let you on their show.
No. I like everybody. You know me.
Except Alan. Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
And I'm liking Don Mellon even better now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
And JJ could be in the hole with that one. And that guy who you put in the hole today again? That guy gave his stupid answers today.
Priest on a plane.
Yeah, he should be put in a plane and thrown off the side of the cliff or something like that.
You know what his name is now, Bobby?
What?
Priest in a hole.
Well, you know I love to talk and hate to type. Jake, when is your next show? Alan is a cartoon character. Bobby.
What a call from Bobby Midnight. Mike D's Nuts is back after he spent copious amounts of cash on Asmaniacs yesterday. Going to a game with my job this year, just not sure which one yet, but I'll definitely be at one. Let's go, Jets. Will you let us know, Mike? Mike, are you a Patreon user? Get in our Discord if you are. Or if you're not, sign up. Dre with a super chat. Bonesy isn't the only one going to the home opener. I'll see all you there. LFG, JETS, 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 Jets. It's happening. Big fella says, Midnight Mike wasn't on the list. You said that if you aren't on the list, are you even a Jets content creator? That's what Bobby was trying to say. Oh, well, first off, I was kidding. I was just joking at the fact that there's so many Jet content creators that Matt O'Leary was able to make a full all 22 of just content people and a long snapper and a kicker and punter. So sorry, Midnight Mike. Obviously, you are a real content creator. I was just messing around. Take it up with O'Leary, not me. He made me the kicker or punter. You don't hear me complaining. More calls right now. Jenergy's up next. What's up, Jenergy?
What up?
How we doing?
I'm good. I'm at work. I'm trying to do this clandestinely. I don't have the skills of Dre or other people that call in from work or people that are calling from their cars. No. I just have to say I love Bobby. Looks so handsome in his Jets hat, number one. And number two, Bobby is amazing. Number three, Bobby loves Bernie Williams. Bobby is also born in the Bronx, so you know he has a new jingle coming up.
That's right.
So I'm just calling in just to say, hey, I didn't forget. I was going to try and call in yesterday, but you went on early yesterday, like earlier than usual. So I was like, I couldn't call in, but I'm like, I'm at work. So
Yeah, yesterday was 11 a.m.
Yeah. It was, no, but you had your second show.
Yeah, the second show was
30 was earlier than the other one.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I was also, no, I mean, I have a little confession to make.
Uh-oh.
I've never been to an actual Jets game.
Really? And you live in the Bronx, or you're from the Bronx?
No, I live in the Bronx. I've never been to an actual game, just watched on TV. So I gotta change that.
Well, I'll tell you what. This year, it all changes, Jenergy. You have to be at one of the games.
I have to. I definitely have to be there for sure. So yeah, just saying hi, saying what's up, and go Jets and go Knicks. New York over everyone.
I love it. Jenergy, thanks for helping our female 4% audience grow.
Yes. Leanie, where you at? Shouting out Aurora, Leanie.
She's in here.
She in there? All right.
Leanie's in here too. There we go.
Hey, there you go. Hey, girl. Hey. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And the only other thing was, somebody was talking smack on the 49ers. What's his name? Shavarius. Matt O'Leary had a video yesterday. I was like, first of all, who names their kid Shavarius? Yeah.
Shavarius Ward, pretending like he doesn't know who Garrett Wilson is. Well, he's about to find out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Jenergy, excellent call. Call back more often.
Peace.
And we're getting Jenergy to a Jet game this year. It's happening. It is happening. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Edward's up next. Hello, Edward.
How you doing, Jake?
What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We hear you better now.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. I was talking to Paul Asman this morning. We were joking around a little bit about at Bobby's expense. I said, if you've ever listened to the Jerky Boys, he reminds me of Saul Rosenberg. It's funny as hell.
Bobby Midnight's a legend.
He is, but if you've ever listened to a Jerky Boys tape, he sounds just like Saul Rosenberg.
I'll have to take a listen.
But I love Bobby. He's great. Everybody loves Bobby and Bonesy and all those guys. So yeah, that guy on San Francisco, he was talking smack, like who's Garrett Wilson, that kind of stuff. I don't think he's got to worry about Garrett Wilson. I think he's got to worry about Malachi Corley stiff arming his face off on a play. I can't wait for Corley to get a ball and just run his ass over. Because I want it to look like when Quinnen Williams ran over that wide receiver on was it Buffalo? When he got that interception or that fumble recovery? That was epic.
You're talking about Quinnen hitting Tyreek Hill in the Dolphin game?
Yeah. That was it. That's what I want Corley to do to that guy on San Francisco. I want to flatten him.
They have a lot of haters who deserve a lot of payback, and this year's got to be all about it.
People don't realize how good our defense truly is. I mean, the shit they went through last year and the year before, being on the field, 65, 70% of the game, and still having the numbers and stats that they had. Any other lesser team with lesser coaching, those guys would have just said, screw it, I'm done, and just bailed out. But they didn't. And that's the thing that amazes me about the team is with all the adversity, they played as hard as they could every play. So I give them a lot of credit.
Look, there are a lot to like. There is a lot to like about this team. And I think to Edwards, but the way they finished, thank God they won that Patriot game now. I don't want to go in on a 15-game losing streak to New England in week 3 when it's Thursday Night Football and add more pressure to that game. Don't have to worry about that. It's a non-story. Kick their ass on Thursday Night Football and move forward. They got 2 games against the Patriots the first 10 weeks. They both need to be wins. But a good call there from our guy Edward. And I gotta say, Edward, that was the best you have ever sounded. The connection was good. The microphone was excellent. Usually Edward calls in the car and he's driving and it's all over the place. That was good. It sounds like we have some competition for Genergy's services for the home opener. Dre super chatted us for Genergy. Hit me on the Discord. I'll bring you with me to the Jets home opener. Aurora wrote in, Genergy, message me on the Discord if you're interested in going to the home opener. I may have an extra ticket. One way or another, Genergy is getting in to Jet Life Stadium week 1. It's happening. Oh, baby. Love it. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Dre's up next. Hello, Dre.
What's up, my guy? I actually wasn't going to call in today. And then I saw that Genergy called in, was being all clandestine in the office. And I was like, oh, I got to call up. I got to represent.
You inspired her with the office call.
I hope I inspire everybody to call in no matter what they're doing in the middle of maybe a medical, procedure, or maybe you're like, driving on a truck, 18-wheeler down the road to Texas somewhere. Hey, just call in where you are. We'll fit you in. We'll get you. You get in where you fit in, and we make room for all of our Asmaniac family up in here. Because this is the group that we have become. Like, oh, somebody says, oh, I've never been to a Jets game. What? This is blasphemy. We must fix this immediately. Or I didn't even contact Aurora, but I knew that somebody from the Discord would be like, hey, listen, you're coming to a game this year. You're coming to see Aaron Rodgers. You have to see him live. There's nothing like seeing him live. Trust me, I know. I saw him preseason live, and it still filled my heart with happiness and joy and everything else. And to Tre'Davious Ward, I guarantee you, he's gonna have a signed number 5 Garrett Wilson Jets jersey hanging up as the guy who torched him for like 180 yards and like 3 TDs, and like he's gonna have nightmares of number 5 going nuts. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. And he was talking smack to Sauce too, and all I know is Sauce is gonna be the one left standing. And don't be surprised when we win and leave them on like 7 or maybe 14, because I can't see the San Francisco scoring anything more than 14 points on our boys. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
From your lips to God's ears, Dre.
That's what's up. JETS, Jets.
Dre.
We'll be back soon.
I love it. Excellent call by Dre, who's getting a heart procedure on Friday and intends to still call the show immediately afterwards. Dre's unreal. Crazy. Comments, questions, super chats, keep it coming. Hit the like button. We only have 170 likes. There's 418 people watching live right now. The math is not mathing. Cartman writes in, every time I bang my wife, I say, hey, congrats on the sex to myself. Who do you think you are, Boy Green?
So we're going to get into all of it here. Again, my name is Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. We come 2 hours after every final whistle here for the post-game show. And I'm going to be honest. The only good thing that happened to me late tonight, early this morning, was making sweet, passionate love to my fiance, which I did after the article was written and that kind of stuff. That's the only good thing that happened. Not great. Terrible.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
I mean, man, this comment section got wild in a hurry. Big fella, super chat, cuts the line. He writes in, Shavarius Ward has anger issues stemming back to kindergarten when he had to learn to write that long ass name. I'd like to believe that theory. Why not? Matt O'Leary's watching the show. He writes in, that's my long snapper right there. Yeah, Boy Green was Matt O'Leary's long snapper. I was the kicker and punter. I can't wait. The red leg rocket, Matt, is what they call me. Curly writes in, O'Leary, call in. Bobby Midnight has beef with you. Actually, Matt, if you are available, please call in. Bobby Midnight has a bone to pick with you. We want you to address his anger. Jay Quest says, Jake, any word on meetup? Yes, Jay Quest. I posted info in the Discord yesterday. Check under the announcement tab. June 20th, 7 p.m., Hicksville, Long Island. More info to come, but there is a Long Island meetup in the works. Spots will be limited. But if you want all the info, patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. The plan is to have a current Jets player at this event. More info on that as I get it. More calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is a man that we asked for, a man that we demanded would come on after Bobby Midnight voiced his displeasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt O'Leary joins the show. Hello, Matt.
What did I do to Bobby? I am totally in the gray area here. I have no idea why Bobby could be upset with me. What happened?
Bobby is upset because he claims you don't take enough calls in any of your content. And he only seems to like the content creators that basically turn their show over to Bobby Midnight.
Well, I do a lot of videos. I don't really do a whole lot of streams. That's the thing. You know, I have nothing against Bobby. Anytime I've had Bobby on, I've loved every second of it. So I have no personal beef or vendetta against Bobby Midnight. And I just hope that if he's listening, that he knows this.
What are your thoughts on Bobby Midnight officially converting to the Jet fan base?
That's official? This is news to me.
It is official.
Okay. Well, I mean, he watches enough Jets content, so it's not really all that surprising. I'm glad that he's jumping on the bandwagon. What a perfect year to hop over.
Look, Bobby Midnight is more than just a hat.
Well, you know I love to talk and hate to type. Jake, when is your next show? Alan is a cartoon character. Bobby.
Eddie
Hi,
joins
Matt.
us right now.
Okay, Matt, I understand where you're coming. Your contact is a little different, but you made him a punter. You should have made him a quarterback. I said you should become the T of the punter. That's what I said.
Yeah, he said you should be the kick. You should be the kicking T.
I should be the kicking T. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally fair. Jake, I apologize. I didn't know what to do with you. I had to get you on the roster. I had no idea where to put you.
Who's quarterback on your team then?
Jet Central. He's the face of the franchise.
Yeah, he's handsome, Bobby. I get it.
Who's Jet Central?
You know what? I guess you don't call his show either, Bobby.
Well, who's that? What's his name?
His name is Ian. He's been doing videos like longer than like anyone.
Oh, I never heard of the guy. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, man, I appreciate you having me on the list. I wasn't offended at all. It's an honor to make the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you should be at least a running back or something, not a.
There's not very many 5'8" running backs, Bobby, to be fair.
No.
Okay, receiver then. Receiver. You called long legs. You should have been the receiver at least.
Well, that's why I'm the punter.
Yeah, well, true, punter.
Well, I mean, think about it. Some of the Jets' best players on the team are Thomas Morstead and Greg Zerloin, the kicker.
Oh, yeah, because Zach Wilson can't throw for the first foot down.
We don't know what Ian's going to be like at quarterback. We might need Jake to pin him inside the 5. That's a very important role.
It's a good point.
Right, that's true. Good call. Good call. Matt, I do like you. I just said that Jake should have got a more precise position than the punter.
I understand. There was like 25 names on this list that I came up with on the top of my head yesterday morning. I got a few messages from people who are left off. There's no
that Mike Midnight. Was he upset with you? Midnight Mike?
I don't know if he reached out to me.
He voiced it out yesterday. He was
apparently I jokingly said, if you didn't make Matt's team, are you even really a Jet content creator? Because I was just talking about it. I was talking about how many content creators this fan base has.
That's the exact last thing I wanted to do. See, I didn't want to potentially leave anyone out or hurt anyone's feelings. Like I said, again, this was just off the top of my head before I had my morning coffee yesterday. I was trying
people were offended.
Coffee, then. I don't drink coffee. I don't imagine me on coffee. Oh, crow.
I don't want to imagine that, Bobby.
I don't want to be I don't like this stuff anyway. Hey, Matt, you going to the first home game?
I don't know what the Talking Jets crew. Do you listen to us over there? We don't take calls. So I don't know.
No, you go to first game.
Well, I was gonna say we're trying to figure out what game we're gonna go to. We're between that one, the Denver game, and the Buffalo game. So one of those three are gonna be the one that I attend this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to go see everybody with Jets. Turned Jets.
I'm very happy to hear
that.
Got
me a new hat. Well, it
suits you well.
Okay. And I'm a Yankee fan too. Get me a Yankee hat.
Okay, that's
and
perfect.
we threw Allen in the pit yesterday, the other day, and had to come back.
Yeah, what's the pit? So I missed the context of what the pit. I know all about the Shadow Realm, but what's this pit I'm hearing about?
So the hole is basically YouTube now lets you send people in timeout for longer than 5 minutes, and the most you could do is 24 hours. So I was watching Shawshank, and I was like, what if we did something like the warden throwing Andy Dufresne in the hole? What if we do that for YouTube, which created this?
Now look what you've done, Alan. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
Gator closing the door is so good.
And thus the hole was born, Matt.
I love it. I'm a big fan. I love all the Jake Asman gimmicks that we have over here. It's a very entertaining watch, but the hole is a great new addition. I like that.
Did you happen to see any of the calls from our guy Scott the last couple of days?
When he was chasing the duck, I saw the duck chase.
Yeah, the duck chase was a good one. And then you mentioned Gator. He was the latest Gator masterpiece.
Okay.
What's going down, dude? I'm at a park right now, and I'm pumping out food. A lot better than Chipotle. Bar food and wing dingers and stuff like that. We're getting pounded. We don't have a dishwasher yet, so we're doing dishes. You know, what are we banging on Joe D today, or what's the scoop? I want to ask people if there are any Jet fans out here. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we have a Jet fan. Hey, come back here. Are you a Jet fan? You are? Affleck? And maybe you are. I guess not. Probably not.
Nice hair, Jackass.
This is Jet Talk here.
Jets are trash, pink eyes. Bobby!
I really don't give crap, you cartoon character.
Speaking of crap, I got food poisoning from those wing dingers.
Bobby made my day. My man, Bobby Midnight. God bless him. That was awesome.
Incredible. I mean, there's nothing to say. There's nothing else to say to that.
Nope. While I have you here, do you have a minute or two to talk about the Jets?
Yeah, please.
What did you make of Aaron Rodgers reportedly putting on a show at OTAs yesterday?
Yeah, we're all the way back with the
OTA
stat lines and training camp stat lines. Just so good. I did see the clip. I'm sure you did as well, to the throw to Xavier Gibson, the no-look pass. I'm here to say we're allowed to be excited about that. Like, I know I've gotten a lot of pushback, be like, why are you excited about a throw in May in shorts? And it's because I watched Zach Wilson, Trevor Siemian, and Tim Boyle start for my team last year. So I am very excited about the idea of Aaron Rodgers throwing passes in the regular season. We're allowed to enjoy this.
It's happening. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is back. He's healthy. And I'm going to enjoy every second of these highlights because, as we learned last year, it might not last that long. So take it in now.
Might as well. You might as well. Are they practicing again today? I'm hoping to see some more stuff.
Yeah, it's a shame that the OTAs, they could just limit how many they have to show to the media. Like the next one we'll have like highlights from and like press conference sound. It's not till next week. So there's 10 total, but like there's only like 3 or 4 of them that are actually open for the media to view.
Yeah, I don't know. I love sitting there refreshing. It's an addiction, but it's fun to just follow along and see what's going on over there at One Jets Drive.
I did a monologue on Rodgers' comments about how Salah is more involved in the offense. I think that's kind of flying under the radar here. They clearly tried to improve the coaching staff around Hackett. They couldn't find someone to take that job. Salah being more involved now, I think we're starting to see what maybe that looks like just from like some of the personnel moves where they're changing their run blocking scheme. Like I think they want to be more of a power running team this year. I think that comes from Salah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think it's about time, right? Like this is year 4 for him. And I think one of the biggest criticisms you could have of Robert Salah is maybe that he wasn't involved enough in the offense or other phases of the game outside of the defense. And sometimes that's an issue for these first-time head coaches after being a coordinator for so long. They kind of just stay so hyper-focused on the defense, let's say, for an example with Salah or just past Jets coaches. But I like that he's more involved. I don't look at it as an issue. I think it's something that should have happened a long time ago.
No doubt. I'm 100% with you. And then, what did you make of, some of the comments from Sauce about the expectations being the Super Bowl? It just feels like everyone's locked in. It's what it was last year, but it's like we're restarting it now with a better team, by the way, which would be helpful.
Yeah, definitely a better team and a better roster, which is good. I'm very excited about that. And they should have that mindset. Like, I get it. They haven't made the playoffs in a long time. And we would sign up for making the playoffs this year, but you don't bring in Aaron Rodgers just to sneak in. Like your expectation and your goal should be to win a Super Bowl. So I don't have any issue with what he said. It's not like he went out there and said, I guarantee you we're going to win this team. These other teams stink. That's not what he's doing. He's saying, yeah, I'm confident in what we have here. I think we have what it takes to win, which I agree with.
Mike Clay, he's picking the Jets to win the Super Bowl.
I saw you had him on. I read his article as well. I like the reasoning that he made for it. It's rare to see someone outside of our little world here to show the Jets some love. So I'm sure that went over well when he went on the show to talk about it.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, a hockey point for you. I know you're not rooting for the Rangers, but what's your prediction for Rangers-Panthers?
Oof. So I think it's going to go 7 games. I think the Rangers have a good shot to win it. I think I'm going to end up picking Florida, though. I think that team is just so deep. I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Rangers win. But also, I mean, and you're an Islanders fan. Like, Kyle Oposo's on the Florida Panthers now, so I feel like we got to root for our guy. Zach Parise got knocked out. I was kind of hoping he would go out with a cup with the Avalanche, but I think we're going to get Florida and Dallas, I think, from the Western Conference.
That would be a fascinating series. It's interesting. I'm just glad that it's not Bruins Rangers, because then I'd be in the worst possible scenario of like, who am I rooting for? Like, I don't like either scenario in that one. So now it's just easy as a non-Ranger fan who roots for their biggest rival to just root for Florida.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have the connection with a former, beloved player from the Islanders on the team. And like I said, like, the Rangers are a really good team. I think they're being doubted by too many. I wouldn't be shocked if they won this series. So to the Jet Ranger fans, good luck. But I think it's going to be a long, tough series for both these teams.
Yep, definitely. I could definitely see it going 7. By the way, because I know Big Fella has a super chat about this that I was going to bring up. I have or actually it's not a super chat from Big Fella. It's from Dre. I'm working on something on Long Island for a Jet meetup that I'll text you off air about some information. So June 20th is the date. It's a Thursday. Keep that in mind. We would love to have you there.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me know. I would do my best to be there. That sounds like a blast.
All right, Matt, thanks for popping in and dealing with the Bobby Midnight criticisms.
Yeah, absolutely. Bobby, I'm sorry. I'll do better next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Matt O'Leary, kind enough with his time, tuning into the show, called out by Bobby Midnight, and here to respond and make peace. Trey, we acknowledge your super chat. There you go. Hopefully Matt can make it. Big fella says make Midnight Mike and Maddie the gunners on special teams. All right, there you go. I mean, if Matt really wanted to get creative, he could build out a full depth chart. I mean, we've got a 53-man roster. Are there 53 Jet content creators? Gator writes in, might need to do an Asmaniac version of that team exercise. Scott could be a free safety and all the wideouts are Ducks. Good God. Mike D's Nuts writes in, looks like my game this year will be Denver. Well, Mike, if you in fact are at the Bronco game, you let us know. More calls right now. Hit the like button if you're tuned in. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone who Aaron Rodgers, I'm told, actually respects his political opinions.
It's time for another Vman call. Hopefully he no sleeping. Adios mio.
Hello, V-Man.
Hey, Jay, what's up? Honestly, I'm glad to finally hear, honestly, I love what Aaron said in the press conference, and you were right about saying earlier, we all knew, anyone with a brain knew that whole RFK stuff was nonsense. Except obviously RFK because, obviously a worm ate his brain. So, that obviously didn't help him there. But like I said, it was a nonsense story that was, people only picked up on it to generate clicks, But, why we're excited, honestly, we're excited about watching throws because, like I said, Matt said, we all said it best. We had to watch some of the worst quarterback play last year. And it's good to see, it's nice to see it. It's a nice thing to see right now. I mean, it's May. There's not much football stuff to talk about right now, so we have to make do with what's available to talk.
Yeah, look, I think at the end of the day, we're not used to just seeing any good quarterback play, as Matt was saying. So it's nice to see these highlights, even if they're in May. I'll take them. We don't get them very often.
Yeah, no, honestly, we do not. And, it'll be. I wish I could make it out to your meetup. I probably won't be able to, but if I can, I'll try. No problem. I can't make a promise on that.
V-Man, any truth to the rumor that RFK actually reached out to you to possibly be the VP candidate because Aaron was unavailable?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not the biggest fan of Bobby. To be honest. No, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Bobby. There's yeah, no, I'm not. I disagree with on several issues, and honestly, because I don't take kindly to the whole. As a person with autism, I don't take kindly to the whole vaccines cause autism thing. That that I don't take kind because that stuff offends me. As as someone like that to think that I developed autism because somebody gave me a shot as an infant is just absolutely to me. It's absurd and it's offensive and it downplays my condition. So no.
V-Man 2024. I stand by it.
Honestly, I could do much. I can't do worse than any of these idiots.
You know what? You might be right.
That's the end of that V-Man call. Now he can go back to sleeping.
V-Man's the best, folks. We love the band. There's a lot of great versions of V-Man. Sleeping V-Man, bedroom V-Man, kitchen table V-Man, V-Man with his grandpa, V-Man with V-Mom. But there's none better than political campaign V-Man.
We now go live to our political expert, Vincent.
You want to be a real political party, target areas where you can win. Until then, you're going to be the political clown show that every American and everyone on the left is going to laugh at. So, that's all.
Helping us change the world. Thank you, V-Man.
The best. More calls right now. Johnny Boy's up next. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, what up, bro? How you holding up, man?
I'm good.
Hey, man. So, bro, I'm rallying up the troops, dog. I'm getting mad heads. I got Snowball, who's already got his tickets.
You're getting mad head? It's a family show, Johnny.
Oh, I mean, the wifey is pregnant, so shout out to my wife, right? Anyways, I'm probably gonna get my ass fucking punched later on today. Hey, but yeah, man, we're trying to get a whole bunch of people to come out. We're hyped.
Congrats on the sex.
Hyped to meet you. My daughter is super excited because she was like, "Am I gonna meet Jake?" And then if you guys are not on the Discord or Patreon, y'all slipping, right? So messaged Jake, and Jake was like, "Yo, L5," and be more than happy. So I mean, the brother Dre's coming through. Unc VR is coming as well. So we're Lee Van. I reached out to Hawk. Hawk's on the way. Nick reached out to the Brody Dano. So there's a lot, man. We need Loski to come through, bro. I mean, imagine Loski there and getting us all riled up and ready for that game. So my boy Rick, who met you at the Jacksonville game, he was the guy with his uncle that gave you the hat from his boat. He's a chief in the Navy. He's the one who put me onto you. He's gonna make the trip as well.
Awesome. Rick's good people. Can't wait to see him.
Yeah, so he's actually getting ready to retire from the Navy. So 20 years in.
Wow. Well, thanks to him for his service. Obviously, it's awesome.
Yeah. So hey, everybody, man, putting it out there. We need Gator to roll through. I reached out to Diddy. Diddy's trying to see what he could do as well.
Yeah, so, Diddy takes a whole new meaning now, by the way, too.
Oh, I mean,
might want to just call him Rat Diddy.
Yeah, I might call him the Rat Diddy. My bad, Rat. No Diddy, right? We're trying to get him as well. And Vman, bro. What's up, Vman? Come through, dog. We're about to have some arroz con candules over there. So hey, man. So I appreciate you, Jake, man. Put the word out. Bring everybody up. This is my first home opener. I've never been to a Jets home opener, so I'm pretty hyped. I'm excited, dog. So look forward to meeting you as well, man.
Johnny, appreciate you. Can't wait. It's wild that I had never met Johnny in person yet, but I feel like I know him. We talk to him all the time. Let's see. Super chat from Dre. V-Man 2024. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go, V-Man. Adam says, this show used to be more about the Jets and less of the clown stuff. Just my opinion, but I also realize it's summertime. Well, if you want Jet stuff, I did about 30 minutes of Aaron Rodgers at the beginning. I was live for 4 hours yesterday. I would say at least 3 of it was all Jets. You're still getting a lot of it, Adam. But I got news for you. It's tough to break down OTA practices that I was personally not at, and it's only one. But look, I hear your point. You want less of the clown stuff. So I got a caller on the line right now that will get us back to football. Scott in the park is up next. Hello, Scott.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Scott?
Well, the guy wants football, so let's give it to him. OTAs are back. It's cool. I just went to the gym. Got to get myself familiar with the body, the mind-mental connection, get everything going. Again, no one's teaching me this stuff, so I'm my own coach. I got to train my legs, my diet, my arms, my upper body, my systemic fatigue, which will occur. I got to regulate all that stuff, so I got a lot of research to do. And I don't really have to go to many places to get it from. My sources are clean and awesome. Now, V-Man, I like that. I love the political stuff. But let's get back to football. It's just having a commander on the field. Look, just like military, a commander has to command his forces. However, there is dissension. There's an issue. I guess Robert Salah is going to take more command. Like you said, what that actually is, I don't know. I'm not sure I really like it. And I was wondering that we were going to get rid of Hackett. I don't know if it came out, but was there anyone we had that we were thinking about? I mean, obviously we do, but any names that we were thinking about to replace him or whatever? Yeah.
There were no names that came out.
Fine, but whatever. I mean, and then you have to go back in the locker room every day and realize that. Just like I said in the program yesterday, people view you different when you've had certain situations. That's going to happen, whether he can handle it. And Aaron Rodgers said it, and I liked that interview. He was vague, but he said it.
Scott, are you with all the ducks right now? There's a lot of quacking going on.
Well, there's 2 ladies to the right. There was 2 ducks fighting. The youngsters are swimming, but yeah, we're out there.
Give us a view of the park. It looks like a nice day.
It is a nice day. All right. So, all right.
Oh, yeah.
There you have. Okay. So there's our youngsters. They're all here. These 2 ladies are pretty, but should I ask them if they want to go on YouTube? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they're too diaper. All right. I'll ask her. Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, ladies. I was just wondering. You don't have to if you want to. It's just NFL Jet football talk on YouTube. You want it? It's live. Do you want to go and just say hello to YouTube?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I don't blame you. But no.
I think we might have lost Scott. I thought he was going to talk to the Ducks, not the people on the bench. Oh my God. Well, the good news is Adam said the show used to be more about the Jets and less clown stuff. So Scott got us back on track. Amazing. Shout out to Scott. I'm glad he hit the gym today, folks. Jets started OTAs. Scott's getting ready for the season as well. All right. I don't think we're going to be able to top that, but we'll try. Let's go to Jay from Israel. Hello, Jay.
Hey, Jake, I don't know that I'm going to be able to top that, but I may be raining on Dre's parade a little bit because I am checking in not from home, but from my hospital bed in the Asuta Hospital in north of Tel Aviv, because this morning I came in for some tests and expected to be home, but it turned out that I had a blockage in my artery that feeds the heart and wound up having a cardiac procedure. And Dre said that he was going to call in after having a cardiac procedure from the hospital. So, inspired by that, I decided that Jet fans are the cardiac kids. If rooting for the Jets doesn't kill you, the cardiac wing of the hospitals can try and patch you up. And so after signing on as a Jets fan when Sonny Werblin signed Joe Namath for the outrageous sum of $400,000 signing bonus, and suffered through all these seasons along with people like Joe Beningo and that lot. Here I am. We're gonna run it back, and I found it interesting in listening to the comments that.
Well, first off, Jay. Let me just say on behalf of everyone listening, we're wishing you all the best. We could get to the Jet stuff, but your health is more important first. I'm glad that they discovered this, obviously, and hopefully everything goes well and you're back on your feet in no time.
Well, it just goes to show the Jets wound up not killing me after all. So that's the good news. And then I thought about one thing I heard Aaron Rodgers say in his various comments over the last few days, that if he didn't live up to his expectations when they were questioning him about Salah and Hackett, and he said, we're all out of here anyway. So the first thought that came into my mind when I heard that is, I wonder if he's been listening to Jake. Because that's exactly what you've been saying. Hey, if it doesn't work, everybody's going to be gone anyway. And so that came right out of Aaron Rodgers' mouth. So I don't know how everybody else feels about that, but I give you all the credit.
Well, I appreciate it, Jay, but I think it's just apparent given the situation they're in, right? Like last year was a throwaway year, but just look at the timeline for the GM and the coach. Like they're in year 4 together. The GM is in the final year of his deal. It's his 5th full off season. It's if not now, then when, right? They don't get another year to figure this out. It's all about this year.
Totally agree. Listen, I can't compete with Bobby. I can't compete with Lane. I can't compete with the Ducks or Allen. But like I said, when Dre said he's even going to call in from having, during a cardiac procedure, I said, okay, if that's the new reality, then I had one today. I'll call in myself. So just calling in to say hi.
Well, Jay, I'll tell you what, there's a good chance this season might cause me to have to do a show post cardiac procedure too. So that's just the nature of being a Jet fan, man. If the Jets can't kill you, nothing will. So I'm glad that
listen, you lived through Game 7. You lived through Game 7 at MSG, and you're still kicking. So and besides, you're a young guy, and I'm a lot closer to your dad's age than yours. So anyway, Thanks, and keep it up. Take care, and do a good job this year on as the punter. Looking forward to your contributions on that team.
Jay, you're the best. Thank you so much, man. I seriously hope Jay gets better soon. Prayers to him. Everyone in the chat, obviously thinking of you, Jay. Awesome call, my man. And Dre, you got competition now. Jay just one-upped you. Dre's got to call in Friday now after his procedure. Look who's back. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh from the hole, I'm seeing a comment here from Alan. Unjustly incarcerated by New York City's newest snowflake, Jake Merchant Asman. Hashtag free DJT. Hashtag double jealousy. The hole was awesome, but was surprised to see Bobby's ex being... Okay. I got to read that. Alan, good God, bro. Get out of here. All right. Damn you, Alan. Tom says Jake is the Tom Tupa punter, emergency backup quarterback. Damn right. Damn right. Tom says the sodomites were kind to Alan. Oh, I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were. V8 the Great is up next. Hit the like button if you're tuned in live right now. What's up, V8?
What's up, Jake? So to continue on this political thing, you heard what Chris Canty had to say about us Jets fans and Aaron Rodgers, right?
Did he say something recently?
Yeah, I think it was this morning. He said that us Jets fans he basically called us idiots and that he doesn't understand why we're serious about Aaron Rodgers when he's basically retired and he was going to go be, the VP of the. So, let's just, as us Jets fans, let's just, if Aaron Rodgers does become VP, we can vote to get Chris Canty canceled off the air.
Yeah, you know what? Like, Canty's an obvious Jet hater. He's been exposed for being a fool countless times with his commentary. He said the Jets should take a quarterback at 10 because they don't have a plan at quarterback this year if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, ignoring they signed Tyrod Taylor. So then he wanted them to basically take a quarterback with the 10th pick. That would be a third-string quarterback and would be the 5th quarterback taken off the board. He's also called Aaron Rodgers a cancer, which is deeply offensive to anyone that's actually had cancer or knows someone going through cancer. So in my eyes, his comments on the Jets are just completely biased, don't carry any weight. And quite frankly, I will not listen to his show when he talks about the Jets because I just don't care.
I did some research. The man has only had 6 tackles when playing Aaron Rodgers. So, hey, that's all I can say. I guess you're right. Aaron Rodgers must have spanked him so bad he must feel some type of way about it. So, Chris, if you do end up watching this show, Chris, we're coming for you. Don't let us win the Super Bowl.
I mean, he'll probably move the goalpost and say, "Oh, they have to win too." But it is what it is. To me, Candy's comments are so out of line. I didn't hear what he said this morning, but nothing will be dumber than some of the things he's already said.
This guy is a cancer that's metastasized throughout the entire building in Florham Park, and I don't know why Jets fans can't see it.
Oh, I don't know why they can't see it. Maybe because we're not stupid, Chris. Maybe that's why. Dave writes in. He's been a member for 2 months. Thank you, Dave. David writes in, Canty wanted the Jets to be the Falcons. It's so funny. If the Jets had taken a quarterback, that they would be getting ripped like Atlanta is. Makes no sense. They took Olu Fashanu to back up their Hall of Fame left tackle and Tyron Smith. They've done everything right this offseason. Now Aaron has to stay healthy and play well, which he will if he's healthy. So stupid. People want King Loski to call in. He says, I'm in a meeting, fellas. Amazing. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the lie. Today's program presented by my friends at Huga House. Get the hat Shane Gillis is always wearing by going to hugahouse.com and use promo code ASMAN at checkout so you can get 15% off when you buy your hat. Buy one hat from Huga House. Get the second hat 30% off. Who's excited for Shane Gillis's new show on Netflix, which starts tomorrow, called Tires? I know I am. It's already been renewed for season 2. It hasn't even aired season 1 yet. So can't wait. Celebrate his show with a Hugo House hat. Promo code Asman, once again, gets you 15% off. Promo code Asman, after you buy one hat for 15% off, we'll get you a second hat, 30% off. Comments, questions, super chats will continue to cut the line. VR writes in, can we get a duck update? Scott, if you're watching the show, the people are demanding another duck update. Jay writes in, can you imagine being in a meeting with King Loski? I just picture that's what the meeting sounds like, to be honest. Greg says Scott was thrown into the lake by the woman. We don't know if that's true. Mike says, get Scott on the effing horn. Scott, we need you back. He had his first big workout today, folks. Super chat from Dre, who writes in, I will have one of the nurses hold my phone and stream the entire procedure on Discord for Patreon and channel members only. As Maniac eyes only. Hashtag Discord. That's amazing. Dre trying to outduel Jay in Israel. Incredible. Dano writes in, Scott's next call will be 501 feet from the park. It is possible Scott's next call might not be from the park. Ladies and gentlemen, the meeting must be over because the king is back. King Loski up next.
I got on my company shirt. Jake, my brother. Jake, my brother. I just don't understand why the ass maniacs want this foolishness. Y'all got the Ducks. Okay, y'all got Bobby Midnight versus Allen. Allen done came back from the hole. How much entertainment do y'all want in this mother freaking show, okay? God dang it, boy. We go from Aaron Rodgers to the damn Ducks, all right? If you ain't gonna cook me no damn Ducks, y'all ain't getting this damn entertainment for free, okay? All right, I'm in meetings, all right? I got to give some memberships out here, and I got to get some money to do that, all right, baby? Now, look, Aaron Rodgers looking great, baby. You're getting a jet porn all damn day. How much do you want, as maniacs? It's freaking May. It's May, baby. Huh? How much do you want, baby? Aaron Rodgers looking good out there. Our rookies out there doing what they got to do, baby. The defense, hey, we keeping it very vanilla on the defensive side of the ball. Trust and believe, okay? We keeping it very vanilla, all right? Because we got to have something special for them 49ers coming up. Oh, yeah, we hear the noise. We hear it. Yeah, we hear you talking, okay? That's that same boy that was talking last year. Okay, Sauce was trying to give you a little compliment, and you got in your feelings. You got all freaking sensitive, son. Get out your damn feelings, cause we gonna put some foots in your ass.
The king. The people asked for the king, and they got the king. King Loski coming through. Great comment from Black Gypsy. Imagine Loski singing happy birthday to someone. Luppy with a super chat. Jake, psyched for the season. We have a better team than last year. I don't care what anyone says. Let's go. Hell yeah. I'm with you. They do have a better team than last year. The difference is Aaron's a year older coming off injury. If he's close to what he's been and he's healthy, they are a better team. That's the biggest question. FPP says, I just put my phone by the dogs, and when Loski said JETS, he jumped. Nate writes in with a super chat. Is anybody else going to the season ticket holder OTA on Thursday? Any tips? I've never been to the facility. I did see they're having some fans come out on Thursday. So, Nate, you better call in. Give us a recap. Because I will not be there. It's not open for the media. BX Farrell says, Loski doing kids parties would be epic. You imagine? Let's see. TC says, to quote Harbaugh, who's got it better than us? Nobody. Hey, I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, some people call this show from their office. Some people call this show from their home. Some people call this show from their car. Some people call this show from a Pizza Hut. Some people call this show from a Home Depot. Dre Day up next. What's up, Dre Day?
Yo, Jake, what's going on, my brother? Hey, you know where we at all the time, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. I love it.
Hey, shout out to King Loski, man. All that energy. I needed that energy, man. Customer just got on my nerves. I just needed that energy right now. King Loski, keep it up, baby. I just wanted to get on, Jake, just show you some love and let you know I will see you in Hicksville, baby. Even though I'm in Maryland, I will see you in Hicksville, baby.
You're coming up from Maryland to attend this?
Yes, sir. I got to, baby.
I look forward to meeting you then, man. That's gonna be great. We're gonna raise somebody for charity that night too, so it's gonna be awesome.
All right, see you soon, Jake. JETS, Jets. Low ski. Keep up the energy, baby.
I love it. Shout out to Dre Day. The best. The best. Lovebite says, King whispers sweet nothings into our ears when he does the chant. Mike writes in, imagine Loski as a Little League coach. Get your hands on the damn bat and hit that ball. Tremendous. Harlem, is anyone going over the pond for Jets versus Vikings? I will be there. I am planning a listener event. I'm waiting to hear back from Jets Forever 2. We are working on details. Potentially we'll have a hotel for Jet fans to stay at with easy transportation on what they call the tube in the UK, right to the stadium. We're going to do an event from a brewery out there. It is in the works. I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible because I know everyone wants to book their travel because it's an international flight. So if you could give me a week or so, I should have a lot more info to share. But I'm working on a London meetup for everyone. We're in good hands. We have Jets Forever 2 helping us out. Gary writes, and I missed the whole show. Was a good show or a weaker show today? Gary, are you implying that my shows are weak? Is that what you're doing? That's like saying knockouts don't matter.
Knockouts don't matter if you land enough jabs.
Okay, Kuka Lake Jet fan. Loski singing a baby to sleep. Go to sleep, you damn child. Man. The best day in King Loski's life was when that child was jettisoned off the New York Jets.
Excuse me, miss. I need to return this damn child. He's no good. Sometimes a child just is no good. Take his one back.
Needed to be done. All right. We got time for one more call. Keno, wrap us up. What's up, Keno?
Jake, I'm here to break some news to you. I'm trying to get my band started. So, you got guys calling from Pizza Hut. You got Home Depot. You got an office. You got a shoe store. You got the Ducks on the lake. Well, I'm calling in from an Amazon van. How about that? Yeah, go Jets. Can you play the breaking news sound for me?
Because you're calling in from an Amazon van?
No, because I'm about to break some news.
All right, hold on. Let me find it. This better be some good news.
It's good news.
All right, hold on. Stand by. There we go.
Breaking news. I just discovered Alan is actually a Patriots fan.
Huh?
Yep, he's a Patriots fan.
How do you know?
Sources around the league.
Okay.
Have a good day, Jake.
Keno. That's it. All right. Thanks for the time. We're going to need some proof of that, though. Dave says, is there any thoughts of planning a trip for Miami? Yes, there is, Dave. But I'm doing London first because it's sooner. It's also more complicated because it's international. I will be in Miami. That is the other Asmaniac road game I'm planning. Alan has responded. He says National Enquirer equals Keno. Interesting. Eric says Keno in the hole for fake news. Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to end the show, but Scott has called back in. Scott, hello.
Hello. What's up? Oh. Let's see. We're at a my friend's smoke shop. So there you have it. Beautiful downtown Saratoga. What's up?
It looks awesome, Scott.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
What happened at the park, though?
The phone got too hot, so I had to cool it down. Hey, no one wanted to talk on YouTube, so you know what? Whatever.
I thought you were going to ask the Ducks if they wanted to come on the show, not the two ladies at the park.
You know what? Generation Z and X, it's like, look, guys, no one's asking you to do anything you don't want to do. It's just on YouTube to say hello, help us out. There's no wrongdoing, and these people looked at me like I'm kind of crazy and shit. I didn't come off abrasive. I said, excuse me, would you please take the time? Would you like to come on our program? We were shot down. So that's what happened. Anyhow.
It's a shame. I feel like if they had came on the show, I would have gained 50,000 subscribers maybe.
Oh, God, I hope so. I mean, that's not going to happen with me around, but eventually we'll get there. So here's my point, too. You got Rome. You got to look good. I got to get in shape. IV. Liquid water.
Liquid IV.
Make it happen. We got to get you more sponsors. Bobby Midnight would look. You can't tell me there's a marketing director out there that doesn't want Bobby Midnight dressed in Rowan apparel. Come on.
That's a good point.
That's a no-brainer. It's just waiting to happen. So it's got to work out. So I went to the gym. Yeah. Here.
Oh yeah.
There's a little bit. All right. That's just whatever. Camera angle is bad and shit, but all right. That's what you want here. That's to start with. Now I didn't train arms today. I trained shoulders and chest, so there you have it.
And it went well?
It was all right. I weighed in at 159 pounds.
You're 159 pounds?
Correct.
Well, what are you trying to get up to?
That's why we need the poll questions back. I like them. I don't know. I told you, Mother Nature won't know what I'm going to look like. Amazing. 6-pack of abs. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see if we can get. It's not working.
Take it easy there, Scott.
Yeah, we're all right.
Scott. There
you go.
We're good. We don't need to see your legs, Scott.
No, you're going to see them because they're going to look amazing. So it's going to get out there, and here's the deal.
What's the deal, Scott?
All this stuff with Aaron Rodgers coming back, I absolutely love it. Here's why.
It's good.
You can't go on the media, and they have to look down at their teleprompters, get told what to say. He says what's on his mind. That's why I respect him. Now we're back in the mix because we're the Jets. We don't even play in our own state. That's just the most ridiculous, stupid thing I've ever happened. We play in New Jersey for, this team, you have a defense that can bring the pressure all the time. You don't have to bring extra people to blitz, to put pressure on. You got a guy like Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, all these guys. Offense is coming along. We're starting to patch together the old line. Like I said, you got one of the most amazing athletes in the NFL in Breece Hall. Period. End of story. You can run the clock down. You can do all the things, all the gritty stuff it takes just to keep the chains moving. And we won 7 games last year.
Hey, Scott.
So, yo.
What is your height? You're 159 pounds. What's your height?
5'6.5". I'm not 5'7". Yeah. So whatever. 5'6". Yeah, fine. But this is just the starting point. And like I said, getting the OTAs back, you're getting a guy, when you have 300-pound linemen that snap out of the huddle and are saying, hey, if I make the extra second to block somebody, the quarterback behind me can make a play. That goes a long way, people. Now we actually have something. Even when Brett Favre was here, he hurt his arm. If this team is healthy, I know, we're in the AFC Championship top 4. As I said it before, it's us, Kansas City, Cincinnati, or Baltimore in the Jets. I don't care what analyst wants to say, whatever. First take, last take, whatever. You know, like Bobby Midnight said, he's a big ball of crap.
Right.
Except for this show. Hey.
Well, Scott, thanks for calling. I'm glad day 1 of the workouts went well, and you're still not banned from the park.
Oh, as long as I'm not banned from here, that's what matters. But I'm going to tell you something. I'll keep you posted, but like I said, the Jet season is starting. We are the poster childs for all media stuff. We're, like I said, public enemy number 1. I can't wait, and I want to leave you with this. I'll be quick. Remember this. You tell people, and they tell you Jets suck and all that. Yeah. Remember, that's just your veins. That's jet green flowing through your body forever. So you tell them. Those people that bash us because we're Jets, it's jet green. That's their veins. That's jet green flowing through their body forever. Never forget it.
Scott, I never will. Thank you. What a show. Midnight Mike has super chatted. I made it very clear to Bobby that I was joking about being mad at you, Jake. Then got on Bobby's case for not defending me. LOL. Guess he didn't know. Midnight Mike, it's all good, man. I appreciate the super chat. Completely not necessary. You do a great job, man. I was just messing around. I was just joking. The fact that O'Leary could put 22 Jet content creators on a fake football team roster. It was more so just talking about how many content creators there are. Bobby Midnight starting all this controversy. Called out you, Mike. He called out O'Leary, who had to call in and defend himself. Unbelievable. That Bobby Midnight. All right. What a show. Scott, first workout in the books. 159 pounds, 5'6.5". You know, if he gets to 198, he could be Knoebel's height and weight pretty much. So, Scott, try and get to 198. That's what we need. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'll have another content creator on the show this afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern, so I guess technically the evening. We're going to be joined by the Buffalo Jet fan who returns after a couple of weeks off the program. So I'm looking forward to that. Please hit the like button on your way out of here. Info about a Long Island meetup is in the Discord. You only get access to the Discord when you sign up for my exclusive Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in. Really appreciate the support from the fan base. Couldn't do it without you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. JETS, 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 Jets.
If it moves, hit it. If it don't move, hit it. And if you're not sure, guess what? Hit